You are watching YETicket.com with Al McGee, movie reviews and interviews. This is YETicket.com, YETicket.com, your entertainment ticket.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. 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 We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com.
Hello, I'm Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. Your entertainment ticket. Well, the film I'm going to talk about right now is called The Zookeeper's Wife. Well, this is directed by Nikki Caro. Now, this is a story, which is a true story, about Antonia and her husband, Han. They worked in the Warsaw Zoo. It was the biggest zoo there at the time. And this is a true story about how they helped many Polish citizens to, prevent them from going to the gas chambers because their religion is the Jewish religion. And, they separated them, to the Germans and many people of the world at that time. The Jews, as they called them, was different than anyone else. But they were normal people, just like all of us. But you know what happened to them? They got slaughtered. But anyway, these two zookeepers, just before 1939, just before Hitler invaded Poland, they had a very lucrative zoo there. A lot of good animals there. They had in cages, like elephants and things like that, and lions and tigers. But they had a good friend at one time. He was the German zoologist, Lutz Heck, which is played by Daniel Bruhl. And at the time, you'll see him at the beginning of the film. They were at a party. He seemed so sympathetic about the animals that he really cared about the animals and things like that. And, we seemed to like him at first when we first met him. But Antonia and John, they realized this was a different guy when, Germany bombed Warsaw. And then he came back in his German uniform. He was a completely different person. Now, Jessica Chastain and Johan Heldenberg, they play Antonia and Han in this film. One thing I'd say about Jessica, she really did a good acting job in this, but the story wasn't that great. And I kept asking myself, well, why did they want to bring this story to film? We're seeing many films about World War II and what happened to Jews and what people did to help them and what happened to people who tried to help them. We're seeing many films. So why did they bring this one? Is there something new to learn in this film? Well, that's the problem I had with this film. I didn't learn anything new. Okay, the only thing I learned new was about these two zookeepers helping them out, which they did a great job, and they did it. But for a film, I'm always expecting something new and exciting, and I didn't find anything special, to the story or even special as filmmakers. You can tell that they didn't have a whole lot of money. I give you an example. When the planes was flying over Warsaw bombing, you didn't see one plane, you just saw a couple of explosions, and you really didn't see the devastation and really how the people suffer. And then when they put the Polish citizens who are of the Jewish religion, when they put them in the ghettos, you really didn't see all the horror, just saw bits and pieces. Well, we can imagine that. And I think that's what they wanted you, the moviegoer, to imagine this. But this is a film. We want to see it. And that helps us to feel it. I mean, that's just my opinion about that. Now, the extermination of the Polish people who had the Jewish religion is horrible. And when you sat there and watched this film, you did feel that. We all did. Who were in the theater with me. Again, like I say, Jessica's performance is good, and that's what makes this film worth watching. And the film is low budget, and you can really feel it. And also, there were too many questions that were not answered in the film that kept coming to my mind. Yes, they probably wanted me to use my imagination on what happened, but I'm here to see the film. You're supposed to answer that for me. At least that's the way I think filmmaking should be. Answer all the questions. But it is watchable because of the acting and the history behind it. So I give this a very weak palm tree up about this film. A very weak one, but go see it for yourself and you let me know. Because I'm Al McGee here at Your Entertainment Ticket at www.yeticket.com. But I want to thank you for watching. And again, what happened in this film, let it not happen again. But I don't know.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest.